Now at this point, be careful with your money, and this is the reason why I say that. As soon as we're done clearing out some of this stuff and putting our stuff back in. Is this almighty PSG... Where's my other one? There it is. In order to get all the emblems, you don't have to do this, but this is probably the easiest way to do it on a new file, is to bring this with you at the start of the stage and upgrade the scope both times. It takes 11,000 to do that, which if you've gotten the treasures, you should have plenty. The Heart of Africa, if you picked it up by itself, is worth 10,000, and the Power Stones are worth 5,000 each. So you should, in theory, have plenty of money to do this. Firepower's good on all these. Don't think I'm going to need the Magnum for a little while. Well, now let's go ahead and just upgrade it all the way, I guess. No, actually, I'll leave it 11. Now I'll go ahead and upgrade all of it, this all the way. And we should be able to get, like, the reload speeds taken care of here. Again, this is for infinite ammo stuff. If you don't care about the reload speed or getting the infinite ammos on the first go through, whatever, then you don't have to do this right now. So the only thing I'm missing now on the guns, I believe, is just the final capacity upgrade for this one. And I think that's like 12,000. You don't have to upgrade anything else in order to get the emblem on this other than the scope. And you probably can make it without the scope, or you could like fire a rocket or explosive at the emblem and probably get it that way. But at the very least, I would say that probably the best way to do it is your first time through is to get the scope. Now 5.1 has a bit of a problem on PC, so I'm hoping that it will come up and the electric rounds are there. If it does come up, I'll explain how to deal with that issue. Because it's quite a problem, actually. They're going to give the Power Stones goofy designs like being heart-shaped. They may as well have made them bright primary colors and had to be... Right? That would have been so cool! Who here's watched the Power Stone anime besides me? Probably no one, because it's very slow. Like, almost no progress is made at all. It's not the best in the world.
The ship is huge. Do you think they're planning to use it to spread Ouroboros?
No. Using a ship like this would give away the position too soon. They must have another plan.
I know what my plan is. To kill that guy. Oh, yeah, that's why I didn't go for a headshot. I was expecting the dude with the helmet to come around the corner, not you. Alright. There might be a few more, but not that many. I might go through this first part of the stage a couple times to show these things off, or they might be used in like the different difficulty playthroughs, but I'll show off as much as I can in one go. A lot of flash grenades here, that's kind of weird. There are a lot of points where you can get treasures, and even one point where you can attack an enemy to skip part of the stage in 6-1. Thankfully, they give you a fair bit of ammo to actually try and make this shot. But first and foremost, if you want to get 2 treasures, you can knock those dudes off the ledge. Now, here is where the emblem is. Way, way out there. This is with the scope fully magnified again, so keep in mind that it's not the easiest shot in the world to make. What's weird is you actually have to aim low, which you'd think with bullet drop you'd want to aim high, but no, you actually want to aim low. I don't get it either, but yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Again, you could like fire a rocket launcher at it, grenade launcher at it, assuming I think the grenade launcher drops in speed, but the rocket launcher doesn't. So a rocket launcher anywhere close to that would of course hit it. But that would be arguably, at least in terms of like having to hit it, probably the hardest emblem in the game. If not, it's definitely in contention. Now let's deal with some dogs. Hello. That was a beautiful dance. Look at that dance. Oh, that was beautiful. Falcon Punch. I don't think so. I'm getting away from that. Sheva's not, but I am. Isn't there a big man Magini? Maybe he's stuck on the corner or hiding on the corner. There is a big man Magini here, though. He's right here. Yeah, there he is. Eat it, dog.
Come on. Help me out here. Thanks.
Sheva, please get the dog. You have a shotgun, for crying out loud. Well, you should have thought about that when you weren't attacking the dog. Fine, I will get the dog, and then I will get the big man, or the regular Magini. You just sit there and look pretty. Hi. Hey, check it out. It's one of the Duvalias again. And he's gone. Always hate fighting those. Oh good, a hand grenade. I'm actually going to need that in a little bit. I was just going to pull one out of the inventory, but that works too. I don't care. I don't know if he's going to be here now. There is an enemy, in order to skip this section that's coming up, right at the start of the stage, you can actually, from where you start, you can go and shoot a guy that's here, and I believe if you do that, you can skip this upcoming section of the stage. You can also get this guy prematurely if you want. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Alright, so the second you jump down here, guess what? Sheva's gonna go and get trapped. Even if you run there first, she will be the one that gets trapped here. Assuming that she's an AI. If not, it's whoever runs there first. And now you're gonna get attacked by enemies! Oh, an uppercut. Heck yeah. Let's do a neck breaker. We haven't done one of those in a while. Thanks for the cover, Sheva. That was sarcasm, by the way. So I'm really hoping what happens here normally on PC happens. Because what you're supposed to do is fight a bunch of enemies in here. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. I'm glad this is actually coming up. And you might be thinking, okay, I beat them all, what's the point? You may notice the shadow spinning around in a circle. There is a fix for this, and you don't have to exit the stage or anything. There's a dude way up there who is supposed to jump down. He has the key card that lets you get to the point where you can get this off. So you have to have beaten this guy in order to get it. First and foremost, before I forget, there's an emblem in this thing. I'll go ahead and show this. When you fire at this, you can see it. That's how you know it's in there. So you can use some sort of explosive to get that. So there's the emblem. What you have to do in order to get this guy to come down... Oh, hey, another one. Is go back up here, stand on this section, and then shoot this target again. Notice where the shadow is, and then when I shoot this target. So that'll come back down. And he moves farther up north. Now if you shoot the target again, he'll jump down. Sometimes he'll land down here, sometimes it won't work at all, and you'll have to just keep repeating that until it does. I'm assuming this is a fix where it's basically resetting his location, or trying to rather, and so sometimes if he's just in a certain part of moving around, he'll land in the correct spot. That is how you get him to spawn. It's a pain. Anybody who's done PC and has had that problem has probably tried to reset the entire stage until he did fall down. And sometimes he will, but most of the time he won't. So that's how you fix that issue. It's really dumb, but it does work. Yeah, it's really stupid it even happens in the first place. That's only an issue I've seen on PC. I was gonna do neck breaker, but I'd have to go around. And he blew up, because of course he did. So yeah, you start the stage, like, over here, and if you shoot this guy, he will drop a treasure. But if you beat him, like, right here, he won't do that. And I think that is the spot. Yeah, I think it's just an update, like, post Games for Windows Live, some issue. I don't know exactly what it was, but that didn't used to happen on the PC version. Games for Windows Live really messed with this game, like, a lot. Which is unfortunate! I'm just gonna back up since... Oh, no, he's not gonna explode. Alright, then. Chev is fighting some dogs down there, but you know what? I'll just watch. I mean, I could help, but she's never helped me, really, so... In fact, here, I'll help. Don't worry, Chev, I'm helping. There, now the dogs can reach you. Is that helping? So I'm actually going to stop this, or let this cutscene play out, because if you try to go over here, while this cutscene's going on, you actually cannot jump down this platform, not until the cutscene's over. A bit dumb, but whatever. Hi. Let me guess, you left him for me.
I'm not going on without you. Come on.
Have fun, sucker! Nah, she's probably not even going to try to fight it. She probably just left it there and climbed up the ladder. But it was still funny to think that Chris just let her walk away and then the dog went after her. Also, in case you're wondering, there is a first aid spray and the thing for whoever gets trapped, so you're not completely screwed. There's actually exactly enough machine gun bullets to refill it and not have any extra ones left over. Cool. Anyway, also, if you manage to get that guy that's up there that activates the crane lever, if you manage to get him before that segment starts, you don't have to do that segment. But it also doesn't put the slot that gets moved right here, and so you can't go across to get the treasures. Well, the one treasure, I should say. So you can't pick up this. There's some enemies that spawn in here, but honestly, just ignore them. And now it's time for some Big Man Maginies again. Sheva, did you just jump down there and immediately go back up? Yeah, she's trying to actually solve the puzzle, but it would be a little more pertinent to, you know, go and take care of all these things. Okay, where'd the other Magini go? The other Big Man Magini? There he is. Oh no, that was the same guy. Backhand! That will never not be satisfying. Are there any other enemies, like, around here specifically? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright. Fire away, Captain. Good shot. So the idea is one of you takes one platform and one takes the other. Really, doesn't matter which. They're about the same in difficulty. I usually take this one with the AI just because I'm already over here. Also, it allows you to get a head start on these. Oh, it fell. Oh well. Yeah, there are dogs in here. Any others or just the one? Looks like just the one, but there's some more down here. Oh, there's another one. Or it's the same one and got back up. Hi! Chev is doing a great job over there. I'm going to use this while she's not around. Oh, hi. Yeah, I'll be nice and pick that up for her, I guess. Alright. Another 3,000. These are usually the best ones to get on professional mode because while the amount for the actual treasures, like the gemstones and whatnot, don't change in value, the gold values like those do. So both of those would be 6,000. So you get 12,000 gold just from those two things. Hi. One second. Oh, never mind. I thought I was going to sneeze, but it just... Sometimes a sneeze just won't sneeze.
I owe you one.
I need ammo. Much appreciated.
Usually they give it to you instantly if they don't have that type of weapon for it. That was a bit weird she didn't do that. I believe this section right here, right before you go back inside, is another place that you can pick off the emblem. For wherever it is, but this is another spot. You, in theory, can get it. I've never fired at it from here, but I'm willing to bet it's probably possible. Now that we're in here, let's take a restart and get rid of some things. And we'll hang on to the treasures. I try to only sell the treasures at the end of each stage, so you can get an idea of how much each stage gives you. Actually go with rifle on this for what we're about to do. Remember when I said there were some sections you could skip if you were really clever with sniping? This is going to be one of them. With AI, this is pretty hard to do, though. It can be done, but it's not really easy, and I don't expect to do this one.
It won't be easy for him, Wesker.
That won't be a problem. Once he knows we're here, he'll find us.
And how do you know that?
Let's just say we have a history together. He's not the type to let grudges go.
You must have done something to really piss him off.
It goes a bit beyond just pissing him off.
So, are you going to tell me what happened?
Maybe. But not until after we put an end to all this. Deal?
Okay.
Take it.
But I'm holding you to that.
Enjoy that shotgun, Sheva. It is the Jailbreaker. I'm not a big fan of the shotguns, and I'm not really a big fan of this one in particular. I would pick the M3 for my choice, but despite the fact that it has a giant barrel, its max capacity is only 15. I figured it'd be like the Striker from Resident Evil 4, which can hold 100 with its bonus ability, but no. Sadly, it's not.
What's going on here? Nothing that concerns either of you. We're not giving you an option. Now spit it out.
Tell us what we want to know and you won't get hurt. Where's Wesker?
If you can behave yourselves, maybe I'll tell you.
And we secretly are stormtroopers again.
Damn it!
She's tough. I'll give her that much.
No, you guys just suck at aiming when I'm not playing.
Chris, is this...
Whatever it is.
Drugs?
Seem protective of it.
Could be drugs. Oh well, not important. Alright. Last emblem of the game is right there. So if you've gotten them all, then I think you get an achievement for collecting them all. So if it's your first time playing through and you've shot that one and get the achievement, then you've gotten it. And if not, then you obviously are missing one somewhere. Mmm. Delicious. That totally won't infect us with the virus, though. Should be fine. So we can't go that way. There we go. So in this section, you have to snipe a fair bit of people that are here. That guy. That guy. That guy. And then, if you're playing with the AI, normally you want to... It's not letting me do it. Well, that's unfortunate.
Come on!
Roger.
This is the point where you would send them forward. And there should be another dude that will spawn towards that section, and then one that will spawn down from there. And if you can manage to kill them all, then you could skip doing this fight section that we're doing right now. But this one's a lot harder to pull off. And also, I don't remember the second to last guy shows up. Oh, is he like all the way over there? Dude, you're not gonna get anybody from there. Dum-dum.
Come on!
I can't right now.
I know you can't. You already jumped down. That's why I sent you onto offense. It almost feels like corralling your partner units in Fire Emblem. Deciding where, like, if you want them to target a spot, avoid enemy units, whatever you have to do. It's like herding sheep. Alright, so be sure you pick these two off right here, because they'll be throwing grenades at you.
Nice work.
Right? Sheva can hit the chain link back in like 1-2, but she can't hit Excella. Nice job shielding yourself there, dummy. Hi. Oh, he fell. I didn't see that until I saw his gun clip through the crate there. You need to start aiming, like, at all, Sheva. I swear there was like a, yeah, there it is. Let's say, I'm pretty sure I saw a gas canister. Sheva, please focus. Please? We're actually going to head over to that section, so that's why I recommend you kill those now. Let's break that guy's neck. He doesn't need it. He's about to blow up. Let's get out. Well, thank you. Let's use one of these. Sheva, you almost screwed us up with a grenade in an environment where it would have been very easy to insta-kill him in. Yeah, I was afraid of that. That guy will always turn into Duvalia, so I was trying to hit him and do the neck breaker, because again, that will stop him from being able to turn into one. Same thing with the Cephalos. If there's some that you know that they're going to turn into either of those, you could just use the neck breaker or throat slit and just get them that way. Oh, yeah, go ahead and grab these, Sheva. I'll even be nice and use this on myself. You can enjoy that. There's another green up right there, that's why I used it. I'm not going to do that right now, though. Because we've got another mini-boss. Another new one, rather. It's that guy! The Gatling Gun Majini. Back from Resident Evil 4, I see. Really, the best way to deal with this guy is 2 rifle bullets, and then you can go in for your most powerful attack. Either your cartwheel kick or your haymaker. Or no, hers is spinning back kick, sorry. You can also do the uppercut if you hit him in the legs. But really, the double headshot's preferable. Booyah! If anything, this is just really fun to do against him. It's like Falcon Punch levels right here. Needless to say, he has a lot of health, so... But eventually, he'll fall like the rest. Those punches were just too powerful. This also confirms that Chris Redfield is not, in fact, One Punch Man. But that's okay, because then we get to see him multiple times. So really, it works out in the end. I guess it gives you a proxy bomb there to, like, use on him, but really, just headshot him. That'll work fine. It's just the less you actually have him firing, the better off you're going to do. More so than any other enemy. And for whatever reason, they don't make you get the second keycard from another one. You just go into that spot and pick it up. So ignoring that... let's continue into everybody's favorite room, the rocket launcher room.
Rocket launcher!
Yeah, that was helpful when I couldn't see what he was doing. Also, Sheva, feel free to fire at any time. Sheva, get out of the way! There we go. Now, thanks to you, by the way. Jeez.
Come on!
Okay.
Now you're full on items for once. Wow. Alright, well, I guess you don't get any. Rocket lawn chair. That's my favorite type of lawn chair. Also, sometimes that door will open and spiders will come out. I think it's only based on if you've killed all the rocket launchers, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But in killing them, all of them will drop one Dead Bright's necklace each, so you're probably better off just taking them out. Plus then, you know, you're not getting shot at with explosives, so that always helps.
Shubba! Shubba!
I haven't spammed that enough in these playthroughs, so maybe I'll start doing that a bit more. And I believe that's the end of the stage?
So, you've made it this far. Too bad you won't make it much further.
Yeah. How about another flashback? People like those, right?
The new superior breed of humans, given birth to a progenitor virus. The Wesker children.
Also, if you don't like them going back to this mansion scene a lot, because you don't actually get to play, again, one of the DLC, Lost in Nightmares, is playing this section. Not this cutscene in particular, but you play through part of Spencer Estate.
Manufacture.
I was to become a god. Creating a new world.
We'll name you the God of Test Tubes. What's that in ancient Greek, I wonder?
All was lost in Raccoon City. Despite that setback, your creation still holds great significance. Now my candle burns dimly.
Your head burns dimly.
Isn't it? For one who has the right to be a god.
I mean, even Jesus Christ died, so, you know.
Mortality.
Speaking of mortality,
The right to be a god.
does anyone ever point out that Wesker looks like... Oh no, he definitely does.
Right.
I'd argue he's even more, like, over the top than Duke Nukem is, though. Like, mostly just due to, like... That's one of the things I love about him, is just, like, the over-the-topness and, like, the cockiness of the character.
Be a god. You. Arrogant even until the end. Only one truly capable of being a god deserves that right.
Yeah. This would be right before Chris and Jill bust in on him, like they showed in 3-1. The left. I like how he said the right and then looked to the right.
I have that.
Well, to his right, anyway. Six-1 down. From here on in, it's pretty much, like, most of this is boss fights. There's still some sections, but a lot of it's boss fights, so be prepared for that. So in case you want to look, 180 for its base power. 300, yeah, we're going to stick with that. You don't need that many shells, though. We'll do that. And since we got some extras, we'll be nice. Some new treasures. And I believe, yep, final upgrade for the pistol. So that is all the guns that I've been using this playthrough, completely maxed, aside from the Magnum. And honestly, I think I'll save that final upgrade for, well, should I use it? Nah, I think I'll wait on that. So, the thing about upgrading the guns is, other than getting the infinite ammo, there is perks to upgrading specific guns. It's the first gun from each set, so the starting handgun that they give you, the VZ is the first machine gun they give you, the Ikatha shotgun is the first shotgun they give you, S75 for rifle, and Smith & Wesson M29 Magnum for getting upgrades. And what they do is they allow you to buy a different type of gun. As you can see, they're very expensive. You can get the M93R. This has a 3-burst shot handgun. I don't really care for it. Some people do. I'm just not a fan of it. Upgrading the Ithaca gun will give a Gatling gun weapon, which has infinite ammo. Only Chris can use it, and it protects him from being grabbed from behind, back attacks. You know, sort of serves as a shield of some sort. It's not really what it's used for, but it also does limit your running speed. Maximizing the shotgun will get you the Hydra, which is a 3-barrel shotgun that has really good range, and if Chris uses it, then he gets a pretty cool one-handed pose when he's firing it. Upgrading the rifle all the way will get you the longbow for Sheva. It has infinite ammo, no targeting reticle, but it actually is pretty strong. We'll be seeing that in Mercenaries. And upgrading the Smith & Wesson M29 will get you the third and final Magnum, which is the Smith & Wesson M500. It is basically a hand cannon. When it is maxed, keeping in mind that this one does 3,200, it does 5,000 damage when maxed. It is insane how much damage it does. That being said, let's start 6-2. Hope you're ready for quick time events. But again, most of this is a boss fight. This is a pretty short stage, actually. 6-1's well, if you're watching the cutscenes, maybe 6-3 is longer. But if you're not, then 6-1's longer.
Excella, what's going on?
Why? When I've done so much. All for you.
Chris,
Oh no, she's got irritable bowel disease.
Wesker.
don't worry. Your mission is at its end. Ouroboros is on the eve of its appearance.
I love the exclamation point at the end of that. It just makes him sound like he's so happy about it.
Balance.
Sorry, Wesker, but not on my watch.
Albert! You said we joined this world together! Why?
I thought they were partners.
Wesker doesn't give a damn about anybody but himself.
Soon, even you will understand, Chris. One glimpse of my new world, and it will all make perfect sense.
Show yourself!
Unfortunately, it's too late for you. You will not live to see the dawn. Sorry, Excella, but it appears Ouroboros...
I do like how she's around, though, for, like, to watch Irving basically get betrayed and thrown away after he thinks that Wesker will, like, you know, completely follow through, and then makes the exact same mistake.
Farewell, old friend.
Like, really, does it come as a shock that she got betrayed? No. Also, yes, I agree, DC Douglas does do a fantastic job. I talked about this back in, I believe, Chapter 1, but for any Devil May Cry fans, this game obviously is mocapped, motion captured for short, or for length, I suppose, mocapped for short. And the person that does the mocap for Chris Redfield is Ruben Langdon, who you might recognize as the voice of Dante from Devil May Cry. And the guy in 2-3 that gets stomped by the El Gigante, he is actually oh, that actually did count, wow. He is the voice of Dante as well. You can kind of hear it in his voice there, but yeah, all the punches and stuff that Chris throws in this game, those are all done by the guy who voices Dante. So every time you're saving Africa with the power of football, just remember Ruben Langdon.
Persistent son of a...
Alright, here we go.
So now what? Do you think our weapons can hit that thing?
I don't know. We gotta get the hell out of here before it destroys this place.
It's tearing through the ship! We can't stay here!
Calm down, Sheva. We're not on a timer in this section. Oh, looked like something was right there. Guess not. You can either duck under these with a QuickTime event, back away from them the second you see it, or shoot it. Either one works. Or any of them work, I should say. Just be sure you check all these things, because there's a couple chalices you can find, some ammo, but most of what you're looking for is the actual... Nope, not in there. Is the actual treasures. Blanked out on the word there.
Come on! Take it!
Roger!
My God.
No comment. I believe the other chalice is in here. Should be this middle one. Yep. Hooray! Well, what I was trying to get to have happen worked anyway, at least. That guy that drops the bridge keycard, he will always turn into Duvalia, so blow him up with an explosive, have a flash grenade ready. You get the idea.
Take it!
Okay.
And normally I don't go through all the memos and stuff, but since it activates some dialogue, let's read this one. Satellite Laser Shingo Operating Manual. Is it operated by using an LTD, laser targeting device, sends coordinates to the satellite, then the satellite fires. Aim the LED at the target to relay the coordinates. Once the target has been ascertained, the coordinates will be relayed. Sensors AI perceives that the target's no longer being tracked, then the transmission's... So basically you have to lock onto it. When lock on appears on the scope, it means the transmission is sent, then you can pull the trigger, and then the thing has to recharge.
We just might have a chance. Targeting device is on the roof. Come on, there's no time to lose. Sheva!
Sheva! Hurry! Alright, now let's restart this. Let's see. Get rid of that. Really that. If there's any time that you'd want to bring your incendiary grenades into a level, this would be it. This is a great place to use them. And on top of that, it's probably the best way to get kills here as well, because this stage does not have a lot for being able to get kills. So using the grenades here, the incendiaries in particular, is a very good option. I think that's all I'm going to take here. Yeah, that's all I'm going to take. I believe they give you one more here. Yeah, they do. I'll just give that to her for now. She'll be our obligatory pack mule. It's like Fire Emblem Path of Radiance all over again with Titania before you get the convoy. Delicious.
That thing is huge. Do you really think we can kill it?
Yep, as soon as you stop talking, because it won't let me use the keycard otherwise. I would heavily recommend, in order to get a good rank on this, that you let your partner take the targeting device. And the reason for that is... oh, lovely. Those will probably get thrown away pretty soon. The reason for that is because you have to, like, put the device down and then aim and all that other junk. I was hoping that would do enough damage, but apparently not. So once you do enough damage to it, they'll stop moving as much. And now Sheva's going to be required to do the one thing that she hates doing more than anything else. Actually trying to help. And since I'm about to get hit, I'm not going to bother. But since she's not really doing that much, I'm going to go ahead and bring the rifle in with me. Because I don't really trust her to actually, you know, get there at all. So I'll just take both of these. Also, I don't know if it does in this game. I'm pretty sure it does, but at least in Resident Evil 4, I know it did. Holding a grenade actually does increase your running speed by about 5% in that game. So I think it's the same here as well. And obviously you've got the grenade glitch in Resident Evil 4 that lets you run like super fast, but we will not be using that here.
That thing is huge. Do you really think we can kill it?
You have fun with that. Let's see if I can just make her go up the ladder right out of the gate. Really, it doesn't matter which side you pick, but the boxes are here, so I'm not going to bother picking up those flame rounds. Oh, yeah. It's kind of hard to hit F and V whenever you're working on, like... What? I knocked that out, didn't I? Alright, I guess not. Get out of here, you. But once they're not moving like this, where they're on cooldown, it's a lot easier for the AI to hit it. And then using this, because these things die in one hit, you can just... yeah, just burn Shev with an incendiary grenade. Good memories. These things will drop a ton, and I do mean a ton, of herbs and the like. Handgun ammo as well. So in terms of items, you're going to fill up on items pretty dang quickly. So feel free to just spam the incendiaries. This is probably the one part in the game where they're the most useful. Once this weak point is aimed at, then Sheva can just fire it here normally. But if you want to end the fight, if you've got a rocket launcher, you can literally just instantly end the fight by using it. Apparently goes to show, as Proton John would say, that the rocket launcher is more powerful than a satellite laser. Dude, I already killed you. Come on, away. Alright, so in phase 2, there's 4 of these things, and they will immediately start doing this attack. You have to knock at least one of these out before they're done with their attack, because if you do not, they will kill you. There's no, like, dodge to make sure that they don't get you. You will just be insta-killed, straight up. I'm not going to bother getting those. But this is where the bulk of your kill count in the stage is going to come from. If you play this through, and you use the laser and fire the rocket at Excella in order to knock her out, you're going to get a C on enemies defeated, which is enough points to knock you out of S rank, so keep that in mind. Yeah, they're still stunned. That works. Incendiary, sure, why not? I was hoping for A&D and it didn't happen. Can I switch my gun, please? Thanks. Back to the corner here. Thankfully, she doesn't have to put the satellite laser down to save you, but... Okay, that didn't even give me time to dodge that, and I did hit the buttons there. Alright, he's stunned. She's stunned, whatever. I actually could not physically hit that, it was so close to me. Sheva, I need you to come over here. Or I'll just walk backwards to you, because apparently you're incapable of walking now. I don't know why she was being so picky about it. I could hear it recharging, so I knew that she was, like, just waiting for that. She wasn't, like, actually trying to lock onto him just then. Yeah. Oh, hi. I didn't even see that one. And its weak point is exposed. Sure, that's what I meant to do.
Much appreciated.
Oh, you're not gonna go pick it up now? Alright.
Thanks, partner. Thanks, partner.
Yeah, you have to quick time unless you just jump down the stairs. You can also do that, I guess. In order to get past those, there's no being able to like get into the corner of one of these areas to avoid it. Unless it does like the stabbing motion, then you could do it. So I can move faster. Presuming that I don't have one land on top of me, which is exactly what just happened. I will make it fine. You just need to shoot it. There. So needless to say, taking in all my incendiaries was not the worst thing in the world because I'm about to come out of here with more incendiaries than I took in. I only brought in 11, and now I got 14. The good news is that should be more than enough kills to get S rank. Really, you could probably go through like one, maybe like 2 cycles if you killed all the enemies, and you should be fine on those. Yeah, 59. If you don't do that, you're going to get like 15-ish, and it's not going to be near enough. But even doing it the long way, it's still plenty on the timer, 12:06. And now we can view the file about bitch tits. Hooray! That's what everybody played this game for, was to view the file about Excella. That's probably the biggest lie I've told yet. Alright, anyway. Final stage of the game. Make sure you are as prepared as you think you're going to be. Most of this, again, is boss fights, but the first part is like a proper firefight. I would bring in at least 1 healing item on each person. I'm going to go ahead and bring 2. I know that regular one by itself is not going to be much, but there are 2 herbs in the start of the stage as well. This is not the worst stage in the world to also bring the Magnum, but I think I'm going to wait till we hit a checkpoint to do that. Yeah, she's going to do it.
God damn it, Wesker. He's actually serious about destroying the entire planet.
Yep, unsurprisingly, he will destroy Spira and he will save it.
Wait.
Hurry! Go!
An assault bomber. When Jill said Wesker was planning to spread Uruburas throughout the world.
He's planning to use this to spread it. Wesker, there he is. Come on, let's go.
I'm standing in front of my ship.
Jill, are you alright?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Just listen carefully. There's something I need to tell you. Wesker's superhuman strength. It comes from a virus, but the virus is unstable. In order to maintain a balance, he must inject himself regularly with a serum.
So if you cut the supply of serum, he loses his strength.
Affirmative. But he just took a dose, so it's going to be a while before he needs another one.
Damn!
Listen, Excella said that the amount administered has to be precise. So if he injects too much, it should act like a poison. I think she used a serum labeled PG67AW.
PG67.
A&W? That's my favorite type of root beer.
I'm going to try to find a way to escape. You need to find
Which, to be fair, around here, it's either that or, like, the mug root beer, which is terrible. So, like, it really is not that much of a contest. If you like more fizz in your drink, you're probably going to pick the mug root beer, but if you like more flavor, then you're probably going to go with A&W. At least around here.
Let's give it a shot.
Ha, a shot. It's a joke. Ha, it's not funny. Also, yes, the red herb and the shotgun shells, I believe on this one actually should still be here if you didn't pick them up, but better to just not risk that and get them while they're there, unless you just really can't hold them. Yeah, that was us. Sorry about that. Actually, that was probably Excella, but, you know. Hi. We'll just let that guy burn alive. He'll be fine. Nice. Be quiet for a little bit, because I actually really do like this music. Oops, sorry. You didn't have those. This bulkhead actually is open on a timer. It's not a defeat all enemies to advance type of thing. So really, as long as you get them out before the bulkhead opens, you should be fine. That other guy there, or did he go away? I see where that guy is. Alright, that bulkhead's open. Hey, you can't get it from there. Cool. And the rocket launcher dudes here will also drop the Dead Bride's necklaces. Oh, there's the other one. Oh no, that's just a normal dude. Did you combat roll away from me? Get over here. Ow! Thought that guy would take a little bit more time to spawn in, but I guess not. Right in the crotch. Since you're just standing out in the open, Sheva, I'm gonna be over here, not getting shot. There, now don't get shot again. Really? Alright, fine. That's the last time I give you a healing item. You're not getting that. While you're reloading, I'll be, you know, killing the guys that were trying to kill you. I don't think these guys are infinite spawn, but there are a lot of them here. So aside from the rocket launchers, I would seriously consider just going around and picking things up. And maybe also the guys that actually have the proper machine guns. But just pick up everything now, because it's going to be a lot harder to do it once you activate the levers. Well, you're going to have to hurry, Sheva. I already killed them for you because you couldn't do it. There you go. Now you figured out how to shoot your gun. It only took till the last level of the game. Sheva was aimed up so high, I don't even know what she was aiming at. Come on.
Are you okay?
I'd be fine if you started aiming at things. Yeah, I'm about to get hit again here. There's the nitrogen rounds, i.e. the freeze-based grenade launcher rounds. I'd be glad to, since you're not using anything. Where's that? What? Okay, that was weird. Oh, they're from up there. Okay, I was wondering why it wouldn't show up when I would turn at certain angles. Did I get that other guy? No, he's still alive. There you go, now he's dead. That should be everything I'm going to be able to pick up, I think. No, there's one more herb here. I'm not going to combine those just yet, just in case I find it. Well, no. Actually, I know what's in the rest of the stage. We're not going to find another red. Not for a while, anyway. I haven't broken a neck in a while. Alright, so the trick with dealing with this next section, because, again, this enemies here spawn for a while, but they stop spawning once you hit this checkpoint. But you're going to have to fight not one but two Reapers at the same time here. So the second you open this up and hit the checkpoint, restart the stage, or restart from the last checkpoint, get rid of anything that you don't want. That should be plenty. And it will take you right back here. You'll have to pull the lever again, but all the enemies will be gone. So that way you only have to fight the Reapers by themselves. So you're not sticking around here even after you've killed the Reapers, waiting for the primary bulkhead to open, and not having to worry about getting shot at. Because you can kill the Reapers well before the allotted time that they give for this one to open up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to restart again, because I never shut off the thing with the grenade. I want to show that off. This also works with, like, the proxy bombs, if you want to try it with those two. Either one works. I'm gonna wait for him to jump this thing. Or Sheva could just make him go forward. Thanks. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Let's try that without him rolling forward, since Sheva shot at him. Might be easier to use the proxy bombs if she's going to aim at him. The one time that she actually wants to fire at something is when I don't want her to fire at something. Alright, let's skip that. Alright, Sheva. No. Bad Sheva. Now that might just be a mercenaries mode thing. Alright, we'll have to shut off there then. Oh, nope, I'm getting away from that. Already blew off one of its arms, we're good. There we go. So it takes one shot on each of the weak points, but in mercenary mode, like, straight up the center point will open, and if you hit it, then it's instantly dead. So now we wait. Alright, so there's two ways to deal with the upcoming fight here. One is to use this turret, is just to get over here and fire away. The other is really just to use your strongest things and just blast a hole through them. Just keep in mind, enemies will spawn from behind during this, so you kind of have to be quick. The faster you are in this section, the better.
We'll never win in a fair fight. We need to fall back and come up with a plan.
Here's my plan. We punch! And Sheva, you will have to do something. I'm sorry. I know that's not fair. I know that's expecting, like, way too much from you, but you are going to have to do something. Actually, you know what we could do? We could just cheese it. Yeah, we got 42,000 gold. Let's cheese it. Why not? Mostly because I don't trust the AI to cooperate here. So, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. That'll work. Normally, you would just do the same strategy you did with the one guy, like I did with the rifle, just shooting him in the head and then going up and melee him. If you were doing that with two players, it'd be very easy, because player 1 could focus on the first guy, and player 2 could focus on the second guy. But when you're playing with the AI, you'll have player 1 focusing on this first guy and the second guy, and the other AI doing this. That's what they'll be doing. You're welcome for that, by the way. Alright, these guys respawned. I shot his head off. Sheva, you're not doing anything again. Yeah, I'm just gonna restart. That's not a good position to be in. Alright, Sheva, one more time with you actually doing something. Maybe if I spam the hurry button, she'll actually try. Welcome back, Wolf. You've missed the AI being uncooperative, which is not really a surprise at all. Oh, right. Didn't bring any ammo with me. That's fine. There we go. You're not getting that. You didn't do anything. You're not getting that Power Stone. Jeez. We'll just keep spamming this until, you know, the thing actually opens.
We'll never win in a fair fight.
Well, that's fine, because I'm not going to play fair. I'm going to do this. There's the first one. There's the second one. And now we can leave. You could fight more of those enemies, but I think they might infinitely spawn, and even if they don't, I'm not going to bother wasting time on it.
Something doesn't feel right. I can't explain it.
Yeah, I hear you. Don't let your guard down for a second.
So I'm gonna play the game again. I'm gonna play on all like I'll play through the story mode on every difficulty. So normal, easy, professional, and veteran here. I probably won't do them like all in a row, mind you. We'll like split it up with other activities, but I do want to show like everything you can pick up in story mode and whatnot. So we might do. We'll do like some of the DLC, and we'll do some mercenaries. Throw those sunglasses. And then he catches them. It's so friggin' funny. That is slightly impressive that he was actually able to like football tackle him and push him back a couple feet. Is that supposed to be a threat to get me to not fire? Because it's not working. By destroying it? He's literally pulling a Seymour and going, I will destroy Spear, I will save it. Bonk bonk. Can't lose what you never had.
This may be our only chance.
Do it.
Every time I hear the phrase "do it," I just think of that Family Guy skit where Chris is just sitting there waiting for his dad to like fall into the trap that he set. He's just like, "Come on, you fat fuck, do it." Well, joke's on you. You can't kill me. I'm taking a restart. Mostly because I want to rearrange my inventory. Machine gun is, at this point, pretty much not going to be used at all, sadly. I like it, but it's not going to be much use here. Oh, right. We did pick up a couple of those treasures. Alright, well, go ahead and sell those, I guess. Give me a minute to think about what I'm doing here. We'll bring the Magnum, but I doubt it's getting used in this part of the fight. It probably won't get used. Oh, nitrogen rounds. I was like, what in the world could it possibly be new at this point? But yeah, I guess that.
I'll see you dead.
Alright, so the strategy for this fight is somewhat similar to the first one that you had with him. You have to hit him when he can't see you. And because Wesker's a cool guy and wears his sunglasses at night, the trick is to turn all the searchlights off, or the spotlights off.
You might actually hit him.
Thanks, Sheva. Appreciate that. And by turning them all off, you don't have to turn all of them off. In fact, you don't have to turn any of them off, I don't believe. But by doing this, it makes him harder for him to find you. And he can turn them back on, so you do have to watch out for that. You're the one that needs to watch out, Sheva. Sheva, get over here. What are you doing? There we go. When you see that cutscene, that's him unable to find you. Move.
Everyone else is just so much child. So now I have to separate.
No, you don't. He'll keep taunting you like the entire time while you play through this, so... Ah, no, he got it too early. I fired it from really far away, so I knew I was taking a bit of a risk on that, but I might as well try. Now, normally what you would do is you'd have one person carrying around the actual RPG rocket, the second one, because you can't do it in one shot, unless you fire a couple shots at him, because the more damage he takes, like from when I fired the pistol at him, the more damage he takes, the longer he's stunned after you've hit him with a rocket. And so once he's taken enough of the stun... No, you won't. You will not get the rocket launcher. Put that down. I'm not letting her take that rocket. No, you won't. I'm not letting you take this. I do not trust you with a rocket launcher. If I can't trust you with a pistol, how am I supposed to trust you with a rocket launcher? So normally you'd have the other person like walking around with the RPG, and then they could just immediately load it in, but in single player, you're probably doing that by yourself. So... like, open that thing with all the rockets, and then pick up the empty rocket launcher, and then pick up the actual RPG round, and you can load it with one person.
And with Ouroboros, I can finally accomplish this.
Sheva, don't fire at him. We want him to not be able to find us. What is he doing? Oh, he's going to turn on the searchlight. I'm okay with him doing that, since it's the one over here. Whoa, hello. Oh, right, he can also do this as well. Yeah, you hit him in the cutscene. Keep firing. You can also just literally shoot the things he's on. You won't be able to actually, you know, try to inject him with the thing while he's over there, but the explosives do damage, so... Will that get him to jump out? Yeah.
There you are.
Nah, I had a feeling he'd dodge that. But since he was also stunned, it was worth the try.
I've got a rocket. Bring it to you now.
Are you actually bringing it to me now, or are you just saying that you're bringing it to me now? Because there's a big difference between the two.
Can't hide forever.
We're not hiding. See, you don't have a rocket. You just lied. I've got a rocket. Bringing it to you now. Yeah, thanks.
With superior
Go and actually pick one up, maybe.
will be chosen by Ouroboros.
These can sometimes drop rockets, not always.
Be allowed to carry them.
Haha. Screw you, Sheva. I don't need you.
And let me guess, you're the one that's gonna rule this new age, right?
Welcome to the new age. Is he going after Sheva?
Let me clarify something for you.
Oh, great. I feel more crazy talk coming on.
No, I am a god, and even kings bow to gods.
A god. I think he's completely lost it.
He never had it to begin with. We have to stop him.
Yeah, that's great. How about we actually get him to Ono? To come over here.
There's no point in hiding.
Sheva, don't fire at him! Idiot.
I've got a rocket. Bring it to you now.
Yeah, last time you told me that, guess who loaded the rocket? Myself. Guess who didn't have a rocket when they came to me? You. Sheva, if you go into dying, I'm not resuscitating you. Oh, sorry, was I supposed to go and save you? Yeah, I don't feel bad about leaving you to die. Enjoy that blood on your face. Maybe you'll actually try a little bit harder this time. Alright, I got a better idea. There. Now you won't fire at him. Fool. Honestly, this fight's not that hard if you're doing it with another player. It's really easy.
If we take advantage of the gap, we might actually hit him.
What's the matter, Chevy? You have to follow me because you can't defend yourself because I took away all your weapons? Gee, why did I do that? And again, I talked about this at the start of the game. I don't know why the Chevy AI is so bad, because the Chris AI usually plays pretty well. That's one of the reasons I want to do another playthrough, is I want to like play from Cheva's point of view and show you that the Chris AI is actually somewhat competent. It's not a perfect AI, but it does better than Cheva for whatever reason. And I think that's partially because you can only play as Cheva in single player in New Game Plus. And so as a result, like, the game knows you have to have beaten it at least once, even if it's on easy. And so it's just programmed a little bit better as a result. Yeah, again, you'll never get this on the first try if you only hit him with a rocket. Chevy, you're gonna have to resuscitate me. Also, I saw you try to run past me. No, you'll still be joining me. I'm gonna be playing through the story mode 3 more times. I'm gonna do it once with the Chevy AI, once with you, and then once on professional difficulty. So it'll be 3 separate runs. I'm just not going to do story mode again instantly after finishing it here. What I'm probably going to do next is the mercenaries. Because even though I'm not that great at the story mode, the mercenaries is probably where I shine the best. I talked about this back in episode 1, but like the person that I used to play this with a ton, he was really good at the story mode, but I was really good at mercenary mode. Yeah, I can't really deal with that right now. I'm busy loading this rocket. Yep. So, with no weapons and all she has to do is stand next to me, she can't even do that. That's impressive. That is genuinely impressive. She can't even stand next to me. She's not going to be able to stand there either. I don't trust her to get there in time. Alright, well if you can't do that, then let's try... that. All you have to do is heal me. Make some semblance of an attempt that is worth a D- effort in high school. Which basically means you picked you got the multiple choice test for your final and just picked C for every answer. That's all I ask you to do, is pick C for every answer. Then again, if Sheva actually knows the letters of the alphabet up to C, I'd be genuinely impressed at this point. I'm pretty sure he can't find us, but I'm going to go ahead and close off the third one anyway.
You're merely postponing the inevitable.
Alright, where is he? There he is.
Has it never occurred to you that this planet is
Alright, not sure how that missed.
only a handful of humans truly matter? Everyone else is just so much chaff.
Of course. I know there's 5 rockets up there, but if I don't have to climb all the way up, I'd prefer to do that. There we go.
You can't hide forever.
There we go.
Do it now! Give him a shot!
The one upside to this fight with the AI is, thankfully, Come on, Sheva, I'm right here. That's all you have to do. You still almost failed. The one upside to this fight is whenever you go to inject him, the AI will still run during the cutscene, and because they can see the map and have the perception, rather than seeing the cutscene and not being able to tell where they are, usually they'll be like right next to Wesker. So typically this is only going to take 2 cycles. Now as long as Sheva can stay alive for longer than 30 seconds.
You're merely postponing the inevitable.
So I realize it's like asking a bird not to fly. I don't know why I did that. Alright, Sheva, you climb up there and I'll go back down here.
Your struggle is over.
Throw it, I dare you. Oh, he's just gonna throw it on the wall. Alright, that's kinda lame. You gonna try to throw a third one?
There's no point in hiding.
Oh my gosh, come on. Sheva! Sheva! Come on. I'm literally mashing the call button to get her over here. She's still not going for me! Dummy. Mashing the come on as in I need help, and the first thing she goes for makes a beeline for the ladder, where I'm not. Like, if you're gonna pull out the healing item to say you're healing me, then get over here and heal me. I can load the stupid rocket. I guess I'll take the long way around. It's a good thing additional deaths don't add to your time, or this would be like a 50-minute level right here. Okay, that one's closed, that one's closed. They're all shut down, so that's good. There's Sheva. Wesker. Come on. Attaboy. Now, does he see Sheva or no?
Only those fit for survival will be allowed to carry their genes into a new age.
Now let me guess, you're the one that's gonna rule this new age,
Where?
right?
Oh, okay. I thought he was actually on screen. I was like, I have no idea where he is right now. Of course, he stopped right before. He was walking perfectly and then just happened to stop.
Got a rocket. Bring it to you now.
You don't have a rocket, Sheva. It would be in your hands and in the inventory, and I'd be able to see it if you actually did have one. Good lord.
I am a god, and even kings bow to God.
I'm kind of curious. What happens if you run out of RPGs?
Had it to begin with.
Does it, like, restock them? Do you just instantly lose? Actually don't know what happens. But Sheva is really trying to make it happen, so maybe we'll find out.
You can't hide forever.
I have no plans to. Wesker, what you doing, buddy? He's probably gonna jump down, like, down here. Yeah, I think he sees us. Well, maybe not. Seriously, every time that you've just started walking,
I've got a rocket. Bring it to you now.
I would like you to bring healing to me now. I should try something a little bit bigger. There we go. You can still do that counterattack on him, it just won't kill him. I don't think you get the option to restrain here. Which sucks, that means you have to use the rocket launcher. Because if I didn't have to use it, I could literally just do that a couple of times and just melee kill him. There is also another melee counter you can do to him. There's like a certain point attack that he can use where he'll like grab you by the shoulder and you'll try to break free of it. Okay, sure. You'll try to break free of it. Jeez. And you can counterattack it and do like a little bit of damage to him. But if you're playing with an AI, you're not ever going to see that prompt because the AI will shoot them before, assuming that they can, the AI will shoot them before that opportunity arises. There's also another one he does, I think it's in Lost in Nightmares though, where he does like a couple moves in a row, and if you don't execute those, then you'll be insta-killed. Alright, there we go. Good grief. It only took, what was that, 6 rockets? Sheva, you better be right behind me.
Do it now! Give him the shot!
Yeah, don't even act like you can't make it. I've seen it with 2 hits without using the Magnum. Jeez. That was pathetic. Like, even if it took 2 cycles with a partner, probably what you would do is you would, like, do the first rocket like we did it. Where you, like, shoot it and then fail to restrain. And then while that person's going to get another RPG round, have them do, like, the melee combo if they can damage him with the Magnum. Which would give you more time, and then by the time that you get around to the second one and shooting him, you should be able to get him easily. You could probably do that fight in under 3 minutes. Which is why it took, like, I think 20, 25. Hurry! I like how he takes a brief glance to see the Sheva's like behind him much farther and then doesn't really even care after that. Really, you don't have to. You really don't. You really don't have to make it. Oh, come on. I could have beaten the rest of the game without her. Oh well. And do be prepared for quick times if you're playing long for your first time. They will occur here. Some of the failures on these are actually pretty funny.
Save it, Wesker. There's no one left to help you now.
I don't need anyone else.
Punch.
I have Ouroboros. In less than 5 minutes, we'll reach the optimal altitude for missile deployment.
Ah, you know, like on Family Guy.
To the atmosphere, ensuring complete global saturation.
If you've ever looked up like the additional voice lines for what they've done for Wesker, and that one he's done a lot of ones where he intentionally said a word other than saturation. He'd be like facultation, masturbation. It's really funny. I kind of want to show some of the hanger fails just because I'm pretty sure we're not going to get an S rank on this one.
I will be the creator.
Yeah, you know what? I think I am actually going to show one of them. Because it's really funny. I'll let you know when it comes up.
You're just another one of Umbrella's leftovers.
You know what we have to do.
Alright, we'll go for the override.
This one right here is hilarious. And fittingly enough, technically it's a Sheva QuickTime event, so the fact that she'll fail it is even funnier. I don't know, I think it's the sound effect that makes it so funny, but it's really friggin' funny. Even if I caused myself to not get the S rank there, I figured I'd go and show that. Because it's really funny.
The atmosphere, ensuring complete global saturation.
So let's skip all the cutscenes here. Go through the quick times. Educated. That's true, I do have educational. Alright, going back to this. Yeah. I mean, it's called a hangar for a reason. Bye. Or you could hold on to her leg, sure. That works. His teeth. Also, I don't know why you're trying to show a flashback to this, because, like, Chris already knows and has saved Jill. Like, we know Jill didn't die in that scene. So why he would be like, no, I don't want the same thing to happen to my ex-partner. Like, she didn't die, though. You thought she was dead. And clearly she's not. Wow, Chevy, you actually hit him. I'm impressed. I figured you would have missed. And, like, missed pretty well. Ah, much better. What? Oh, we're still playing? Interesting. Since we just crashed into an active volcano, I assumed we'd be dead. Apparently not. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take the restart now to switch the weapons I want to. Or not the weapons I want to, but upgrade that. And so yeah, at this point, the hand cannon would be available. Like, that's how much firepower the M29 has. This is the M500 just on the bar alone. So yeah, it goes up to 5,000. Pretty dang insane. Alright, so now that Chev is actually alive again. We do need to give her a fair amount of bullets for this. So hopefully 150 will be enough, knowing Sheva probably not, but you know. We can always dream. You can dream, but you can also have nightmares. Alright. Do that. I don't think we're going to need these extra bullets. I think that should actually be plenty. Alright. Well, wait, no, I did forget something. No, wait, you can actually, I believe... Yeah, you can just shoot that a couple times. I thought you had to use an explosive for that, but I guess not. So that works. Taking that herb before you can. I think there's also, yeah, a hand grenade. You could use the hand grenade, sure. That would work. Go ahead and take that, because I'm going to need another inventory slot here in a second. So yeah, make sure you've knocked down that pillar that's there, and you'll see why in a second. But for now, let's just casually walk away from that. Oh my god, we blew his shirt off! Even though his pants are completely intact.
Killed you years ago.
Chris.
It's over, Wesker.
Over.
Yep, exactly. Get that jewel. The last treasure in the game. Well, story mode wise. You probably could get the 1-in-1-1 where you have to fight the Horde on like a blank file, maybe, but you'd really have to work for it and it'd probably be on easy. Time to die, Chris. He really doesn't like Chris. He actually just really doesn't like Jill, but, you know, doing professional after this. Yes, I'm going to be playing it on all difficulties. A, to show, like, a fully upgraded weapon for everything. And B, to show, like, all the little tricks. So I'm going to be playing it... I have it once now on Veteran with Chris. I'll play it once on Professional, which is the highest difficulty, once on Co-op, and then once with myself as the Sheva player, and Chris as the AI. to show that the Chris AI is a lot better than Sheva. But I'm not going to be doing it like story mode after story mode after story mode. Like I'm going to do Mercenaries after this, then maybe more story mode, and then show off like Lost in Nightmares and Desperate Escape. You get the idea. Not going to be just doing it 4 times in a row. Bring it. Oh, it didn't let me? Alright, cool, fine. I was expecting it to let me jump across, but it got replaced with the quick time. Appreciate it, game. Well, at least that stayed there. Need to play the last one. The last what? Like professional mode or what? Go on, I'm okay. He's not okay. Or did you mean like the DLC Lost in Nightmares, Desperate Escape? Because Wolf is joining me for normal. I kind of want to show up professional with the AI to show how bad they are. But if you need to do professional mode on some, then you can do professional on some. Just keep in mind, and I will make this forewarning in advance, if I have somebody like trying to throw it to where they're like having a lot of deaths and stuff, then I'm just going to switch it to a single player with the AI run. That probably goes without saying, though. At this point, I'm just letting Sheva damage him. Technically, Chris could get behind Wesker and hit him there, but you can kind of like mess with this fight in the order you're supposed to do things, and it can kind of cause an issue if you don't have enough bullets or know-how. Because what you're supposed to do is have Sheva shoot him in the back a couple times, and then he'll go attack Sheva. Unfortunately, the AI is an idiot, so they don't run just straight to the bridge that collapses here. There we go. I guess you can make her go like that.
Hold on, Sheva.
So now, once you're at this point, then you want to stop Wesker. Nice try. And then once she's across the way, you can start running during this cutscene, by the way. If you watch the mini-map, I was actually moving there. And then time for the ultimate scene, the Boulder Punch. What everyone plays Resident Evil 5 for. Professional mode. Yeah, because I do know how the AI is. Trust me, I just went through that. And yeah, we can do duo Mercenaries. I have gotten SS on every stage, on single and solo, in the regular Mercenaries and Reunion as well. So I do know how to do it. It's definitely harder with some characters than others, since the loadouts are different.
You're going to judge us? You get all your ideas from comic book villains?
So now that we've gotten her across, once both players enter here, it automatically goes to the checkpoint. What? No, seriously, what? What do you want? What do you want? Wesker. You just gonna laugh? Okay. Let's just avoid that little tornado. I'm actually gonna flip these around. Alright, Sheva, you're gonna have to come over here. I know you don't want to. There we go. That's the only place you can actually damage Wesker, however, headshots will stun him. Come on, do your little arm raise attack. There you go. All you have to do is hit him once there. Now doing melee. No, I figured I'd do that on a lower difficulty since I'd be taking less damage, and after I'd had both the, well, not the infinite ammo, but having the melee vest and bulletproof vest on. Alright, at that point he should be on the I can't lose, not to you. But yeah, there is a melee ending for this, and it looks really cool. Sure you can. I have over 1,000 hours on this game, look! You can totally lose to me. Plus, I think you can only do the melee once he gets to, like, the low health, like the I can't lose, not to you. So I wouldn't have been able to do it on that second round anyway. Would have had to be in the third, I'm pretty sure. But that's it! That's game! We've done it! I can go eat my sandwich! Well, after we're done, you know, going through this part. Have fun in there. Hey, it's Josh! Josh and Jill went up a hill to fetch a helicopter. They actually did go up a hill. Watch Desperate Escape when we do that for more. So I guess the running joke here is the fact that, like, Wesker actually gets incapacitated by lava after having stuff in previous games happen to him, like having a giant building fall on him and him walking away from that just fine. So I'm going to assume probably what happened was less so him getting weakened by Sheva and Chris doing enough damage to him, and probably he actually got weak from not even the injection that overdosed him, but probably, like, infecting himself with the Ouroboros was probably what weakened him. Because remember, this Ouroboros stuff is also weak to fire, or in this case, lava. It could have been partially the PG-67AW, but I think it was also mostly this. What happens if you don't do this part? He just literally pulls the helicopter into the lava. It's really funny. In fact, I'll actually show it. Why not? I already know I'm not going to get an S rank on the stage because I've already died. I died twice and was pretty sure I wasn't going to get the S's and everything else, so I died intentionally showing a quick time event earlier. So that's what happens if you fail. Oh, does it actually, like, make me do that other part again? Really? No, it doesn't. Okay. We'll just skip straight to this then. Also, thank you for the follow boosted tree. I don't know why it's not, like, doing the little thing, but it's not, for whatever reason. Nope, there it is. It's just not playing the sound, I guess. But thank you for the follow. Enjoy the dancing Bowser.
That was for our fallen brothers.
That was really the best one-liner you could come up with for Sheva. Really? I would have gone with something like Later Nerd, but, you know, it's fine.
It's over.
Yes. Finally.
It's over. It's finally over. This is an Ocarina of Time.
More, I find myself wondering if it's all worth fighting for. For a future without fear. Yeah, it's worth it.
Until you see what happens to him between this game and Resident Evil 6, anyway. Where'd my water go? There it is. Alright, I'll skip the cuts, I'll skip the ending credits on the other playthroughs, but this one I actually do want to talk about the game. Because keep in mind... Sorry, someone's stuck in my teeth. Keep in mind, I've already done Resident Evil 4. That's on the archive channel. I think Nightbot, like, posted about that, getting it caught up on past live streams. I've already streamed Resident Evil 4, and you can watch, like, the full playthrough of that game on that YouTube page. The reason that I've been playing Resident Evil 4, 5, and then later on I'm going to be doing 6 as well, is to kind of show, like, the divisive side of Resident Evil, because a lot of people really liked it being the classic survival horror games. And most people still do like 4 a lot, even if it kind of went a little bit more action over the shoulder. 5 is really where that, like, jumps into hyper mode. And overall, I still stand by my opinion, mostly because I've been playing this for over 1,000 hours. But I would say between 4, 5, and 6, like, 4 is fun. There's no co-op in 4. But 4 is fun. I like everything about it except maybe the mercenaries doesn't work so well in the older games because of the tank controls. This game, if you don't take the story seriously, is very fun. Like, you can kind of take it seriously in Chapter 1 and 2, and after that, no. And after the end stage, definitely no. But as long as you don't take the story seriously, it's a pretty good game. It's fun to play. Like, the melees feel really satisfying. You know, getting the headshots and the critical explosions. Like, there's no problem with the graphics or anything. People typically just don't like the move away. 6 is a different story. 6, you definitely cannot take any of it seriously. And in my opinion, 6 really is only any fun playing it co-op. It's just not as fun single player. There's Ruben Langdon right there. It really just is not. I know that's more talking about 6 than 5, but here you can actually see the game being fun in single player. And the AI is actually helpful to have in some cases, because there's some stuff they can kind of get away with, not getting eaten by the crocodiles and all that. Also, I'm going to turn down the volume of my end slightly on the game. That ought to work. So I do think 5 is, like, fun to play single player. It's going to be more fun to play co-op, but the mercenaries really shines in this game a lot more than it does in 4. It's still, like, fun in 6, but I think 5 is probably the best mercenaries I've played. So, like, taking the game as a whole, keeping in mind the story, if we're putting the story into the equation, I'd have to give the game, like, an 8 out of 10. Because the story sucks. Graphics are fine. You know, the mocap art, you know, all that stuff that was done, mocap and having it incorporated, that all is fine. The gameplay's fun. The quick times work. You know, the gameplay feels crisp. It feels, like, really smooth. Yeah, there's some small issues, but that's more with the PC version in particular, and the whole game's for Windows Live issue, so I'm not going to count that. Really, the only part where this game falls really short is the story, and then the AI is not cooperative all the time, but again, it's the AI. So, taking out the story, I'd probably, like, bump it up to a 9, maybe 9.5, but I would probably stick with 9. Because the game's not perfect, but it's still pretty dang good. And right now, you can pick it up on Steam for, like, I think $20. It honestly is really good. Like, if you like what you've seen, you will probably like this game. This kind of falls into the same category for me as, yeah, there's Ruben Langdon as Dave Johnson right there. It kind of falls under the same category for me as, of all things, Tomodachi Life for the DS. If you watch this game and think you'll enjoy it, you will probably enjoy it, and if you watch it and you think it looks really stupid, then it's probably not your thing. And Tomodachi Life is kind of the same way. If you think it looks cool and it'd be fun to play, you're probably enjoying it. If you think it looks really dumb, it strays too far away from what you expect from Resident Evil and you're not going to like it, then you probably won't. That's really the best way to explain it. As for what I'm going to do next here, it'll probably be Mercenaries mode, the regular Mercenaries mode. And it will probably be just the single player for that, for the time being, and we'll see how long it takes. And then maybe go back to the story, or maybe switch to, like, some of the other DLC. Because I want to keep it where we're not doing the story mode for too long, we're not doing, like, one part of Mercenaries for too long. So I'll probably do Mercenaries single, and then maybe move to, like, Lost in Nightmares, or Desperate Escape, or both, and then move back to the story on another difficulty, do the duos of Mercenaries, and then once singles and duos are done for that, switch to, like, Mercenaries Reunion. Like, it'll be a little bit of a balancing act. So what we'll probably do is, if I had to guess, Mercenaries, single, Lost in Nightmares, maybe the second story, Mercenaries duos, Desperate Escape, the third story, and then do Mercenaries Reunion, single and duo, if I had to guess. Mostly just because, like, there are 10 characters and 7 stages, and I may not get the SS rank on the first try every single time, so it's gonna take a little while. Sheva Alomar is Michelle Van der Water. Ah, she's a water symbol. That explains all of her emotional outbursts. Quality assurance. Yeah, that quality assurance that came with that guy getting stuck in the ceiling in 5-1. That's what we call quality assurance. Even though, again, I'm pretty sure that was only an issue with when Games for Windows Live had that huge debacle. Because it used to be really easy to get rid of your save data, and then after, like, Games for Windows Live got kicked completely and Capcom licensed the go-ahead on this, just small issues like that come up. That being said, I'll be nice and let the game get out its just desserts for everybody who worked on this game. Since I actually do know somebody who works at Capcom now, I'll be nice about it. And there's the Capcom logo. Isn't it nice? I'm pretty sure I played this fast enough to get the infinite rocket launcher. But there's only one way to find out. Yeah, I was a B on time. It didn't matter. It wouldn't have mattered even if I hadn't done those 2 or 3 deaths. It wouldn't have mattered. You can now view the Albert Wesker file in the library. You can now play the Mercenaries. These are all automatically unlocked once you beat the game. You can play the Mercenaries. Now this, the Infinite Rocket Launcher, you have to beat the game, and I believe it's under 6 hours in, like, actual game time total. It might be 7. Beating the game will allow you to play Sheva on New Game Plus. You can now play Professional only if you've beaten it on Veteran. You can now play Desperate Escape. Again, that's DLC. You can now play the Mercenaries Reunion, DLC. You can now fuse 6 figures and extra figures. That has something to do with getting a certain rank in each type. You can now pick some stuff in Costume Select. Those are all DLC things. So the thing with the Costume Select, if I can find it, it's not extra content, it should be this. Yep. So the Costume Select, up until playing this, if you don't have the DLC, the only one you would have is Warrior for Chris, and obviously BSA, and Business for Sheva. After you beat the game, you can get Fairy Tale for Sheva, and Heavy Metal for Chris. Again, this is assuming you have the DLC. You can also change the filters, and you have different filter options. I'll probably have to go to the place where you buy those. And you can turn infinite ammo on here. So really quickly going to the purchase bonus features. I did get all the emblems, so depending on how many emblems you get, you can get some of the other outfits for Chris. You can get Safari for Chris, and Stars for Chris, and then Clubbin' and Tribal for Sheva. I believe you have to hit 20 for Safari and Clubbin' and all 30 for Stars and Tribal. It might be 15. Point is, if you want all of them, you're going to have to get all 30. You can also buy some filters, depending on what difficulty you beat the game on. Beating it on any will get you Classic Horror. Normal or above is Retro. And Veteran or above will give you the Noise filter. I don't really care for those. I guess I can show you what they look like. I don't really care for the filters, but they add just like little effects. You can have like the Classic Horror, which is monochrome, Retro, which is this really brown looking one, and then Noise, which makes it more pixely. The monochrome one's kind of cool, but I prefer keeping it the way it is, honestly. That's not where I meant to go. In addition to that, there are also some figurines. You'll get Chris and Sheva by default after beating the game. And then, by getting certain ranks overall, you can pick up some more of these. I'm probably missing one because of that last one that it won't let me pick up. Yeah. So you have to get an S rank in all chapters here. I don't know if that means like all in one difficulty, or if it means like all on all 4. I don't remember offhand. And then lastly, you can pick up the infinite ammo for any gun that you've maxed completely. So in my case, it's the ones you see here. And then there's also versus characters for all of the versus mode things if you've done that. I have not actually completed the versus mode stuff, which is why I don't have all the achievements. because again, I think if I remember correctly, there's some issues with like survivors and team slayers. But if I can get it working, I'd totally be down for getting the remaining ones, because it's all stuff like slayers, survivors, team survivors, you know, versus like all that. So if we could somehow get those between enough people, I'd be down for doing it. Because I've gotten all the Desperate Escape stuff, you know, with an S-rank professional, any setting, Lost Nightmares. I've done all the stuff in the story aside from those, but it was some kind of issue. It was an issue on the regular game as well, something to do with the DLC if you'd purchased it. Here, it's just an issue getting the game to actually connect to other players, if I remember right. So I'm going to go and buy infinite ammo for the Dragunov and for the Smith & Wesson, because those are going to be the two I use the most. Less so the H&K and the M92. So I'm not going to worry about those too much. And so yeah, if you go to special settings now and check the infinite ammo, this will show you all the ones that you have unlocked. You have to either turn them all on or all off. You can't pick one specifically, but anything that's unlocked here that has the actual name and doesn't have the little circle around it, that's how you know you're able to use it. Was there anything else I wanted to go over? I guess in chapter select, if you did miss any of the emblems, if there are any in a stage, it will tell you how many are down here. So like 3 out of 3, 5 out of 5, etc. If there are none, then there won't be any. And yeah, there's my total time, so under 5 hours. So that's why I was able to get the rocket launcher. And you can do that on any difficulty. It does not have to be on veteran. You can do it on amateur and just breeze through the game if you want. So that's kind of the new game plus, is being able to get all of the things. You know, being able to get all the S ranks in different stages, being able to get the infinite ammo and use the infinite ammo. You get the idea.